Hi everybody and welcome to today's video, and we're going to be doing some meeting oncoming cars, where's my parked cars on the side road, maybe a giveaway going around parked cars and talking about the problems that's going to happen and what we're going to deal with it. Let's get going. So we're going to do a right turn into side road, centre mirror right, and we're going to be doing lots of meeting oncoming cars, parked cars. Get myself in this middle lane first. I'm going to drop down to second gear. Now I'm going to go pop it in first. He's going fast. Waiting because there's a nice gap behind him in the first gear. A little bit of power, a bit of bite. Nice big steer to get into my lane. And straight away we've got speed bumps warning sign, maximum speed 30. Parked cars, taking me time, keeping me space from the car in front of me. Pop it back into first. Going to wait for his car first, or he's let me go because he wants to go into the place where I am. Give him a little wave, thank you. Looking at the road, it's my right of way, but I'm keeping an eye on him there because it's what you got to remember. Don't assume people are going to stick to the rules, because sometimes people think, "Oh, chance it." And that's what they're going to try and do. Checking my mirror to pull out, giving myself a door's width from the parked car, bring myself back in for the, is that a copper colour? What do you call that car? Nice gap after the first car. I'm in second, I'm doing 8 miles an hour, not pressing the gas much. And there's a black car just pulled out, so I'm going to bring myself in after this car here. There's a lot of kind of changing what you're going to do all the time to all the cars. So I'm looking at the road, checking my mirrors, giving myself a door's width if I can, looking for gaps for me, because obviously at this point I'm on the wrong side of the road. Pop it into third gear. There's a car in the distance to come round the corner. There's a gap behind the speed bump. So as a person pulled out, slowing myself down for second gear. And then I'm just going to tuck in behind this learner. Yeah. Taking my time. He's gone back to his side and coming back out. The closer you get to the parked cars, the slower you want to be, by the way, otherwise you're going to have a massive problem where someone's going to open the door on you. You won't be able to react. And I'm just going to drop down to second gear for this bit here because we've got a speed bump and it's narrow and I can't see past the bend where the junction is. So I'm in second gear, going to go left, checking my mirror and signalling, cover my brake, cover the clutch. So white van on the bend, I'm looking beyond the bend. I'm just going to edge out slowly because I can't really see him for a second. That's pretty clear, so I'm going to go. Yeah, like I say, don't assume it's going to be clear. There could have been a bicycle going past that van that I couldn't see straight away. And even though it's a 30 zone, you're not going to get to 30. Too much going on. I mean, I'm doing 15 mile an hour going over speed bumps all the time. And you are going to get people pressurising you, coming behind you, who think that they can go faster, and that's their choice. We're just going to look beyond the red car. April's pulled in there, so that's fine. And there's looking at the road again. There's a car coming through, double parked car, so I'm going to slow down, let go of that gap on the right. There he goes, a little way back, thank you. And taking me time. And then when it's like this, you just go through the middle. You don't kind of give yourself a door's width from one side. Taking me time. Pull back in a little bit just in case it changes. Then look to come straight back out. At the junction we're going to turn right, centre mirror right, signalling, and then I can't really see much. There's a car there at the Crossroads, so I'm going to let him go first because he's got the right of way. Yeah, checking, and then, oops, see it suddenly changed then. I was about to go and the car come round the corner fast. And that's why you double check things, because if it didn't double check then, I've been pulling straight in front of that car. So as you're about to go, check to the both sides. And I went there and checked to the left again, and that car come out, and it was nothing there. But you couldn't really see very far. So when I pulled out, it wasn't pulling out fast. I was expecting stuff. Looking at the road again. There's a car on the right with brake lights on. He might move off. He might open the door. That's what you got to think like. Or he could be waiting for me and then moving off. And we're just going to follow it round to the left bringing it round, back to third gear, got a little bit of open space for a change, and we're going to go in left at that mini roundabout. The sign's missing, but there's a roundabout right in front of us there. So we're going to check our mirrors, do a signal, slow down for a second, check to our right. We can see ahead of us, the right the car pulled out of, there could be a car behind him. Yeah, he is. Pop it in first, have another check, and I'm all right to carry on going. And then past the buses, it's going to get a little bit bumpy. I'm going to pop it in second gear now. You can see the speed bump there, it looks a bit choppy, the road. Yep. And I'm just taking my time, just in case someone steps out past the bus. And I'm doing 10 miles an hour, it's bumping away there. And they need to really resurface that. And we're just going to follow the road ahead, and we've got more parked cars and a mini roundabout, slowing down to check to the right. That taxi thought, I'll just go around on the wrong side of the road then, Mr. Taxi Driver, you should know better. And I'm looking at the road, looking beyond the taxi, because when the taxi pulls out, there's a gap down the middle between the parked car and the taxi. Give the taxi a bit of space just in case the door opens, someone jumps out. Looking at the road, I'll pop it in third gear at this point. So it's hazards everywhere. We've got a little crossroads coming up, so we're going to cross over the crossroads, but we're going to stop and look because they can't see, because these are all terrace roads. So I'm going to position myself in the left side at this point, pop it into first gear when I'm stopping, check both ways, and be a little bit careful here. So I'm pulling out slowly because I can't really see. And then we're going. Because lots of parked cars on both sides, making it difficult, a bit like it is on this road here, lots of parked cars. And we'll do a left turn up here, centre mirror left, and we'll have a look at what's up here. Stopping again, checking, and then bringing myself round, looking right up the road. It looks clear at the moment, so I'm going to go. And these are sort of roads that you're thinking, God, what happens if a car comes the other way? Well, got to deal with it, haven't you, unfortunately. So you don't go fast. You're looking for gaps. There'll be gaps where the roads cross. I'm going to go left down here. I'm not too sure actually. I think I can. We're going to go up here. Wasn't very clear then what could go down there, so I thought I'll leave that one. But there's gaps on the left, gaps on the right to go into, gaps on the left for you, gaps on the right for them. That's what you got to remember. If you don't and you start going on the left, you're going to be in the way. And we'll go left at this one here. So check your mirrors, signal left. Slow myself down because I can't actually run a corner, pop it in first, and take my time going round. And that's the thing. I'm not going to rush round these junctions because I can't see anything. So it could be a car coming out of it. Another little crossroads. We're going to cross over the crossroads here. So we're just going to slow down, pop it in first, stop and look. Be a bit careful. And carry on. So these little crossroads are tricky little things. Interesting. There's lots of things going on. Looking at the road, there's a car coming, so I'm going to bring myself back in a bit and wait. And that's the thing, you can't go fast. If I was going fast then, I'd be either swerving in quick or braking hard and swerving in quick. Make things easy on yourself. When there's lots of traffic like this parked up, it's about going at a safe speed. There's a car in the distance, so I'm just going to pull in here a second, see what he's up to, because I can't see much gap after that. Well, he's indicating, so I'm going to pull back out. And there's a gap on the left again. I go past this point here, bring myself back in, see what that car's going to do. There you go. So it's like a bit of give and take on these sort of roads. You kind of got to expect to help people. Don't be selfish, otherwise you're going to come unstuck. So even though there's no priority there, because we've both got the same sort of problem, it's easy for me to let him go because there's a big space on my left hand. We'll do a right turn to side road, check my mirrors and signalling, braking, keep my space from the turn so I can see better, bring it round, looking up the road and carrying on. So yeah, on these sort of roads, and we're driving around now for maybe 5 or 10 minutes, maybe a bit longer, and you've got to be on the ball. You've got to be watching out for hazards, problems everywhere. And we'll pull up on the left there, checking the mirrors, signalling, bring myself across, straighten myself up, and slow myself down to stop in between the driveways. So I hope you've liked this quick video on meeting situations where there's some junctions in there, crossroads in there at the same time. If you have, give it a thumbs up, and feel free to comment on the video. Take care everybody, and watch out for the videos below that are going to help you for anything else.